Welcome to Norwood Board of Education meeting, June 29th, 2015. The meeting tonight is being held at the Norwood Board Office on Williams Avenue, Norwood, Ohio. Order.
Horsley.
Here.
Miracle.
Here.
Faulkner.
Here.
Bryant.
Here.
Scott Teresi.
Stand for pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4 would be the adoption of the agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion made by Ms. Horsley. Second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Faulkner.
Horsley.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes. Item 5 is education report.
Yeah. Mr. President, item 5A, I'd like to make a motion for the recommendation of the approval of the student handbooks for year 2015-2016, and 5B, approval of the LISW contract for Joanne Payne 2015-2016 school year.
We got a motion, can we get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Miracle.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Horsley.
Yes.
Scott. Bryant. Sorry.
Yes. Next item is personnel, superintendent.
Yes, Mr. President, members of the board, I have a number of items for your consideration this evening under personnel. Begin with letter A, resignation, 3 individuals. Letter B, employment. Number 1, teacher contracts. We have 12 individuals on their first 1-year contract. Please note that they are all replacement positions. And as I had sent out in an earlier correspondence today, we did have to get a bit more aggressive this year in our pursuit, as with a significant amount of retirements throughout the state of Ohio, especially in this region. This was probably the most competitive market for the quality that we demand and desire of educators in this district. This is probably the most competitive, for sure the most competitive since in the 7 years I've been superintendent, probably the most competitive since I've been in personnel, which is since 2001. But I think we've got some tremendous people. We have some history with a couple of them, so I think we got some tremendous folks. So really happy to have them aboard. And then 9 individuals under extended service for the 15-16 school year. This is standard under high school counselors, middle school counselors, elementary counselors, and school psychologists. This is work as preparation for the school year. Number 2, extended hours for 21st Century Avenue for Success staff, 2 individuals. Please note that that is totally funded by the 21st Century grant. Number 3, summer school staff, 10 individuals recommended. 3rd grade reading intervention, 2 individuals recommended. And Norwood Middle School, summer school, 3 individuals recommended. Number 4, summer food service, 1 individual, Kim Everhart, and she's right here at our summer food service outside on the playground. Number 5, approval of stipend for John Peter for additional maintenance duties and responsibilities. Number 6, approval of stipend for Derek Alsop, our new Dean of Students at Sharpsburg Elementary and Primary, Norwood graduate. Number 7, 2 individuals recommended for supplemental assistant treasurer contract. Number 8, resolution to hire non-certified coaches advisors for the 2015-16 school year. Number 8, supplemental contracts for 2015-16 school year, 20 individuals recommended. And that concludes my recommendations for this evening.
Can we get a motion?
I will make a motion.
Can we get a second?
I'll second.
Horsley.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
No policies to report.
Moving on down to buildings and grounds, I'd like to make a motion for items A, B, C, 1 through 6 for equipment, please.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Faulkner.
Bryant.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Horsley.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Finance report.
Thank you, Mr. President.
By recommendation of committee, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of item 9A, approval of financial reports, June 2015. Item B, financial forecast, compare pages 1 and 2. Item C, approval of financial appropriations, fiscal year 15. Item D, approval of fiscal year 15 initial appropriations, fiscal year 16. And item E, approval of fund advances and transfers, fiscal year 2015, transfers in, transfers out. Item F, approval of property vehicle liability insurance renewal with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Item G, approval of board revision settlement agreement. And item H, approval of copier contract with ProSource.
Would like to just make one note, the copier contract, savings of $125,000 over our current contract over 5 years, which also have continuation of reduction in our paper costs and everything in regards to surrounding that. So we're really satisfied with that reduction in expenses.
We need a second.
I'll second.
Miracle,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Yes.
Horsley,
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes. Next item would be hearing from the public. Anything, board announcements?
Just like to say I'm thankful for all the hard work that went into this year's school year from all of our staff. And I'd like to wish Joe a good time at the high school.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The superintendent.
Just a couple items tonight. Congratulations to the staff and students from each of our third grade classes. 2 weeks ago, we received our third grade reading test results, and these scores are the highest in the history of the school district, as each building met the report card indicator as well as the district with a minimum passage rate of 80%, which is the second year of moving the minimum rate from 75 to 80%. Williams Avenue Elementary passed at 83.87%. U Elementary, 94.34%. Sharpsburg at 80.70%, and the district on a whole, 86.52%. And you know, you can read any study or take a look at or disaggregate any data, and the foundation for any student's success in education and well beyond is their reading ability and reading comprehension. And when we can forge that foundation of reading with our students at a young age, that builds them not only for success in school, for the remainder of their time through high school, middle school, and high school and college, but through life. So great job by our staff, but especially great job by our kids. So we can teach like crazy, but our kids have to do the work, and they did a tremendous job. And finally, I'd like to say to our outgoing special education director, Joe and I brought you on board 5 years ago, right out of the classroom, which can be rare, going from a classroom teacher to the board office as director position. But after working with you for a year at the high school, I had no doubts. And you came in, and the thing that you've done is you brought your passion, your love for what you do in education, working with students that are challenged, showed through every day. And you gave everything you had. And all of us in central office, all of our special education teachers, all of our administrators, we're all better as educators and as people for our daily work with you. I know personally and professionally I am. And also it's rare that somebody in central office comes to superintendent and says, I want to go back to a building because I'm not making enough of a difference. I'm not making a difference with the kids. And I kept telling you, Joe, you are every day with what you do with your leadership. And you kept saying, I need to be with the kids. And so my intent was, I need to keep you in the organization, your leadership, your skills, and the human being that you are. And you're just going about a mile away. With high school, you do a great job. And the biggest benefit, our kids and our staff are going to benefit from you there. And we're not going to let you get too far away. So I just want to thank you, Joe, for your service here, what you've done for the district when you're in the classroom, what you've done here, and what you continue to do in the district for a long, long time. I want to tell you, not only as your friend, but also as superintendent, thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
That concludes my superintendent's report.
Grade O's report.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I attended the Gray Oaks meeting a few weeks ago, and we walked through all of the plans for construction and received an update on all the buildings' progress. They're doing a lot this summer with updating the facilities, specifically at Scarlet Oaks, with some new programs they're going to be offering next year. And then we had our regular meeting immediately following our buildings and grounds updates, and it was pretty short meeting. It's in summer session, so things are pretty quiet right now.
Avenue success.
Yes, so our Avenues for Success update, we are in summer session as well, but there was a meeting last week that I attended regarding the balloon glow that was at the end of May. And you know, there was a little bit of a hiccup with the weather not cooperating on the initially planned date. But the follow-up to that week, the entire session was very well done. It was a first year for it, so the turnout was low, but really good. Overall, there was a good turnout. The balloons were amazing. The pictures that have been taken were amazing. But we think, just given that was Memorial Weekend, it really hurt the attendance. So there are already plans in place for doing the same thing next year to make it even bigger and better. So pretty much our meeting was all around the balloon blow update and then discussing plans for what we're going to take part in next year. So that's it.
Thank you. Legislation.
Mr. President.
Meeting notifications, all meetings listed below, we held at the board office, meeting room unless notified, 2132 Williams Avenue, Norwood, Ohio. Committee meeting Tuesday, July 7th, 2015 at 5:30. Regular Board of Education meeting will be Thursday, July 16th, 2015. I'd like to make a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion.
Need a second?
Second. Horsley,
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes. I guess we'll move on now into executive session. It's 6:15. In accordance with ORC 121.22G1, appointment, employment, dismissal, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or officer, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, officer, licensee, or regulated individual. We're now in executive session.
Bryant.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Horsley.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Please stay right